The Kings could be adding another new face. JaVale McGee was waived the other day by the Dallas Mavericks, and Chris Haynes reporting that the Kings are interested in the veteran.
We've got some breaking news at this hour.
Oh! I'm interrupting that Deuce Mason.
Yes.
Because this present Deuce Mason's here.
Good.
And this present Morgan Reagan is here.
Real.
So
it's me.
we just found out right after we got done recording this whole podcast that JaVale McGee is officially signed with the Sacramento Kings. JaVale McGee has been all over the league. Top of my head. Washington, Denver.
Do you want me to look it up?
A couple of stints in Denver. You had Washington in there.
Who he played for?
You got Cleveland, Atlanta.
Oh my God, Deuce.
Phoenix,
Dun, 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 dun,
Golden
dun.
State.
Uh-huh.
I think
Okay.
I named all of them. So
Did you say the Wizards?
I think yes, I did. Of course.
Did you say the Nuggets?
I did. Thanks for listening.
Did you say the Sixers?
I did not say the Sixers. That was one. Okay, I would have gotten there, but I did not say the Sixers. Go up. Go ahead.
Okay. You said the Warriors. You
Yep.
said the Mavs.
Yep.
You said the Lakers.
Yep.
Did you say the Cavs?
Yep.
Nuggets.
Did I say
Suns.
Hawks?
You don't need to say Hawks.
Oh, damn it.
You're just throwing shit, seeing what's gonna stick. Knock
Hey,
it
you know
off.
what? Sometimes the basketball mind gets jumbled. It's not. It's not even training camp yet. It's off-season mode. You can't hate on me for that. Anyway, let's talk about JaVale McGee for a second. So Mike Brown, of course, knows him from his days with the Warriors. JaVale McGee, 35 years old. He played 42 games with the Dallas Mavericks last year. What's interesting is last offseason, he signed a 3-year deal with the Mavericks. They brought him in to be the starter. He started the season with them, but then fell the rotation. They just waived him. They did the stretch provision. So that's a little surprising to stretch provision him this early in the deal. But whatever, Jason Kidd could not find a way to like fit him in the right way, or it just didn't work there with JaVale McGee in Dallas. It's funny. I do remember him playing really well against the Kings.
God damn it.
Yeah. It was that game. It was the night before Luka and Kyrie played their first game together.
Oh.
The Kings lost to the Dallas Mavericks in Sacramento with Luka not playing. And JaVale McGee came off the bench. You're like, where did this guy? He hasn't even been playing. He had 11 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, and he did in 18 minutes.
Wait, do you have that written down?
I wrote it down earlier.
Okay.
but
I was like,
remember
wait,
it.
I do not see this right now. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
One of his best games,
was
11
like-
points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists in 18 minutes. That happened in February. So if he ends up coming to Sacramento, it's going to be interesting to see what type of deal he gets. I imagine he'd want a guaranteed deal. And if that's the case, that means you got Sabonis, of course, on that long-term deal. You signed Alex Len to a 1-year deal worth about $3 million. And you brought in Neemias Queta on a non-guaranteed deal. Same with Nerlens Noel. Scala BCR back in the building too.
Training camp. Yep.
I get that. But so if they do bring JaVale McGee on a guaranteed deal, well, he's probably going to make the team.
Yeah.
So that's obviously going to impact others. And maybe that's someone like Nerlens Noel not making the team now. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see. As far as his fit, I have zero problem with it. This is, again, a team that is searching at the backup 5 as we saw last year. I think we saw solutions. I think Trey Lyles, to me, has to be a guy that you look to play a lot of small ball 5.
Agreed.
But depending on the matchup, you're going to need
That's
more
it.
size. And so if Nerlens Noel is healthy, he's moving well, he's looking good, maybe he gets a shot. If JaVale McGee can come in, be that rim runner, be that lob threat in the pick and roll with Malik Monk, you can see it working well, be a rim protector, maybe he gets that opportunity. I don't know. I'm fine with him bringing on a guy with some veteran experience who's been around good teams. He's been all over the league. He knows Mike Brown. If the Kings sign him, I see what they're thinking.
I'm not even mad that the Kings are searching for the right backup center to have, right? Because we saw during the offseason or whenever it was, and there was other centers out there that were available, and everyone's like, why aren't the Kings getting him? Why are the Kings getting him? And it's like, why does he want to play behind Domas Sabonis too, right? It takes 2 to tango when they have the choice, right?
You know the name that still sticks out to me?
Who?
That's still out there is Christian Wood.
Oh, I mean, he's still out there?
I'm like,
Dude, I mean that's telling though, right?
I would definitely is telling.
And it's I mean, we've all heard different things about him, and then we've seen the flashes with him, and you're like, it's there, but it's just not all there. Whether it's a locker room, whether it's defensively, whatever it is, it's just not all there. And I know people still get excited about him and that name, and I get it. Like he's a talented player,
so talented.
But going back to JaVale McGee, you go, okay, 35 years old. They're searching. They're looking for something. This is a guy that got shit on for so many years for being on Shaqtin' a Fool, making obviously so many mistakes, very clumsy on the floor at times. And I remember him at one point not really liking it, feeling disrespected as a basketball player, like not being taken seriously as an NBA player. And he's in the NBA and he's bounced around because he's good enough to be in the NBA, and everyone just kind of give him a try for whether they like his size or his personality or whatever it may be. So the Kings trying this out now at 35 years old, I have no problem with it, especially as they keep searching.
I think the point you made too about finding the person who wants to be in that role, I kept pushing Plumlee. And then once Plumlee signed, I'm sitting here, why wouldn't Plumlee come here? I'm like, well, maybe Plumlee doesn't want to play 12 to 15 minutes a night behind Sabonis, and maybe some nights not playing when he could split time with the Clippers and still play. Like he thinks he's good enough to keep playing, and he is. So why would he do that? So it does change your options a little bit. You have to be creative. It's finding a guy like, all right, Nerlens Noel, if he's healthy, you could see it fitting. Namias Queta, God, it'd be a great story if he could grab that job. He's been in our system. JaVale McGee, well, he's been around the block. He's been on good teams, veteran. He's going to be cool. He's going to be cool with this role. And so you have to find guys who are buying into this opportunity, buying into the system, sure, but also understanding that, you know what? Like, see the Sabonis? He was third team All-NBA last year. He's an all-star. He's playing the majority of the minutes, and you may not play some nights.
Yeah. And also that it goes a lot to, like, look, this is how the team wants to run things, especially when they have Sabonis on the floor. It's not going to be the same when they have the backup on the floor. Maybe a little bit more with Alex Len. Like, we know he is a competent passer and can do other things with his big body size, and I don't know, he can see the floor well, whatever. But I think with some of these other guys, it's like, are you looking at them as more of a lob threat? Are they, starting at the high post? Are you running something out like a back screen on them? So then you're finding a way to get them scoring there. Are you giving them more of the role of like, you're in there to rebound, or you're in there to stop Rudy Gobert, or you're in there because you're playing SGA and
deal with size, rim protection.
Like maybe that's just like how Mike Brown is going to go about it. I was going to say I'm excited to see it. I'm curious to see how that goes. And I think out of all things, it's okay to still have this flaw going into the season. And maybe it's something that ends up being better than we even thought.